Hello, hello. Today we are doing our next dungeon, the solo dungeon, Nightmare, or Kromedes Trial it was also called in the past. However, it has an entry quest. This entry quest, I was so stupid and accepted it right before I started this video here. You get it from Parento right here at the AION gate. It's a dark blue quest and it is called Scoring Some Bad Stigma, which you just basically have to run around a little bit, you just get sent around. Then the next one is Nightmare on My Street, which you get right after that. And then you get the quest Nightmare in Shining Armor. And here we have to go up here to the Abolus Haven. The Nightmare Dungeon is a bit weird because when you do it the first time, you only have this quest, Nightmare in Shining Armor. You don't have any other quests, you can't accept them yet, and the entire dungeon is very straightforward. You don't have a decision to make, it is just a straight line basically. So I will actually skip the first run and show you the second run, because in the second run you then have decisions to make. You can either go for the weapon or you can go for the armor, depending on what you prefer. So, Reninia, and let's go. So, here we are. I've completed the dungeon. Now I turn in this quest, and as you saw, here pops up another quest from Estenor. It's called To Dream, To Die. Get a Sawtooth Rotan egg. The pet. Then from Ardinia, another 2 quests.
Glad to have met you. AION has led you here. Be careful.
And Ukon here also has a quest for you.
Glad to have met you.
Okay, and that's it. With this, I will sell some stuff real quick. Okay, and with this now, we can go inside the Nightmare Dungeon once again. And this time we have the choice. So I guess I will do 2 runs. One run where I skip all the bosses and go for the weapon, and the other run where I do all the bosses and go for the armor pieces. Now you are obviously Kromede in this dungeon.
Kromede, take a look at this. Maga's potion. It's in the temple vault.
The temple vault? That's the holy ground of Seal Spear Legion. You're out of your mind. How can you even consider such a plan?
You know there's no other way. Robston must be saved. No?
Do this, and I'll guarantee your safety. And perhaps Robston's.
I want your word you won't harm Robston, and that this is it. This is the last time.
I, Kaliga, give you my word. I will ask no more of you after this.
Lady Seal, please, forgive me.
Okay, let's go. Pretty tedious right now because my weapon sucks. But you're basically never in danger. As all solo dungeons, this is very, very easy. Well, I say that even though Noxana was pretty hard for a solo dungeon, or surprisingly hard for a solo dungeon. To a lot of people. I will obviously use a couple of potions. Just let them running all the time. You can also take it slower, obviously, and just sit down every now and then. So, like in basically every single solo dungeon, you here also have a couple of skills. Or special skills in this dungeon. One of them being Rotan. We will get right here in front of us. Okay, we just click on the corpse and I'll put this in my cube. Then you have this object in your cube and then just pull it somewhere. I have it on Q here. Focus or target the sealed stone door and he will one-shot it. 100,000 damage. Okay, and we can move on. Okay, now we are at this little gate. Here we have to kill the gatekeeper. Again, the same as in Oksana, you can use the steel wall defense to deny the knockdown. If he uses this powerful knockdown or something, just activate steel wall defense for a second, and it is very likely that you will not get knocked down, or stunned, or whatever. Just a little thing. I personally am not an expert with Templars, absolutely not. It was too long ago that I really played Templar. But these are some basics that I think a lot of new players do not do. So, very helpful, especially if you build it in, you know. Because at some point you just see the ability that someone wants to stun you and you do it out of a reflex, you know. This is where this knowledge really becomes very, very valuable. Okay, we can start.
Pray to Lady Seal.
Now this guy is not really that complicated. You can destroy those two energies, but you can really skip every mechanic he does. He does this area explosion where you just stun him or whatever, and doesn't do anything after that. He just tries to cast it again after some time. Heal. Steel wall defense. I did not get knocked down. He again wanted to cast it and we stopped him once again. That's basically it. The important thing about this guy here is he drops mana stones. These great mana stones, you see. Golden ones. Very, very nice. So if you want to have a couple of mana stones for, let's say, a stay 40 character, this is a nice income for that, because you really don't need long if you're just a little bit equipped. Because you can just do it up to here and then, you know, do return. Oh, we need those anyway, right? Yes. Okay. So, we have to kill a couple of dungeon guards. The workers are coming later, so we don't have to worry about that right now. But we also have to kill the captives in here. Couple of prisoners.
line of sight.
Okay. Clear this entire room and you have everything done in here. Next up will be the Warden Bale. He drops the key for this gate right below, behind here. I mean, I would say he's pretty tanky, but let's be honest, that's just my Templar. As you can see, I don't have a great sword that actually deals damage. Holy shit. Just critted with 1200 damage. Just after I said he doesn't do any damage. Should complain much more. Now we start with the run. Here's Robston, by the way. We start with this run where we just ignore all the side bosses and only do Kaliga. This has the chance that Kaliga drops the key. And this key we can get ourselves a weapon. Of course. You're so slow. But in this case you can really see, even though we don't do damage, we also get no damage. We'll just pick up everything for now. Come here. Okay, I will use this. Or Empyrean armor. here. Okay, next one. Come here.
Guts. Now let's spill some.
Ouch. So what I'm gonna do is I will just use Hand of Healing right now, because I have this quest anyway, and we don't really need our Divine Power. As I said, you can take this a lot slower than I am right here. Just, you know, every now and then sit down, relax a little bit. Open a video on the side. Okay, we've also completed the dungeon minions here, which only leaves the main workers, which are just coming up, and dream fragments, which are also also in the same place as the main workers. Now, there was this chest that we just picked up. This is the explosive bead. I've put it on R here. We'll open this gate. Use guard beaten. I will not use explosive bead yet, because we'll need it up the stairs here. I will show you. Crit strike plus 13. Very, very nice. Okay, right here. There are a couple of bats. There you use the explosive bead. Just kill them all. That's it. Ah, timed this very poorly. I wanted to interrupt his cast. But to interrupt fast casts, you actually have the timing. Need to have the timing down. Which I did not in this case. I was a bit too greedy with getting other skills in. That's okay. So we go here. This is the first Maynard mob. One dream fragment, very nice. You don't have to do this mob, you can just run past her. I just do it because we need a couple of those dream fragments. Since we're skipping all the bosses, we wouldn't get enough. So slow.
Where is Lord Kaliga?
The Lord is in the vault.
Is that so? Tell him that I have Maga's potion.
And what of Kromede?
Tell the Lord Robston and Kromede have both been dealt with.
Understood.
Come here. Again! I wanted to get this other skill in and I wasted the opportunity to actually stun him. Or interrupt his cast. Come here. Oh. That's okay. Really doesn't matter. And here is Maga's potion. Let's go. Another quest finished. And here we take Maga's potion. I've put it on control 3. It basically heals you and gives you a reflect shield for a couple of seconds. I will do these 3 down here as well. Let's go. I don't want to aggro the kitchen maid here. Because I don't need her. And here on the Prophet's Tower you can click on it and it gives you a little buff. God. Don't worry, no issue. Okay. Hey, can I loot, please? Thank you. So those are not the right ones. Right here, there are those 2, which are pretty annoying. I would advise you to focus Yelena, because she binds you. Binding is basically, you can't use a skill for like 10 seconds, as you can see. Something that we really do not want. Let's use this. I'm not sure if Kirnuk does the same, but silencing you instead. I think he does, but I don't know. I always focus her and he doesn't do anything apparently. He hasn't silenced me once. So right here are a couple more Manor guards where we get our dream fragments from. Here's the fruit basket, which basically gives you a heal again. Here, 600 HP every 2 seconds. Very nice. I don't know why I taunted him. Single taunt was basically useless here. You? Okay. These two at the same time. They're so weak, it doesn't matter. Okay, and we have it. Here's the Porgus pub. Here is the Porgus barbecue, which is basically something to eat. Oh, it's such a fact. Okay. 10 physical attack, 5 magic boost. Okay. Not really much. On the magic boost part, at least. 10 physical attacks is pretty nice. Okay, let's say we just sit down here for a second. Now we have him here. He will sleep you just as you engage him, and then do a couple of spells, all casting, and yeah. Does a bit more damage than the other mobs, but nothing really to worry about. Then we go through this secret safe door right here. There will be 2 more mobs.
You are not on the guest list.
And then we are at the last boss.
Master, a guest has arrived.
Okay. Now we're in here. So I'll just sit down here for a second, get myself something to drink, and then we go for Kromede the Unjust, which is actually an elite mob, so... And we are back, okay. So he has a couple of different skills, but I can explain them as we go. Nothing too crazy, nothing special. I would advise you to keep the explosive beat, just in case, because he spawns a couple of bats, just as when we did go up the stairs there. And you can one-shot it with this, but whatever you want. What you also can do is you can jump forward here and press Silver Blade Rotan, so he gets damaged all the time already. Let's go. We played a slow game here. He has these buffs on him, which increase his defense and all. These are these strength relics right here. You can destroy them, but as you can see, it takes quite a while. Or you can ignore it, whatever you prefer. Okay, here are the first ancient Nagolems. You can see they don't do anything either. Give me 10 more minutes and he is dead, okay? This is an AoE, just go out of it. And I will now try to kill those relics and show you what the difference is. Okay? You can see they take quite a while for me as a Templar. This down, he lost one buff. Now he has only this one. Destroy this. And he has no buffs left. But too late. Okay.
Beg for forgiveness, and perhaps I will show mercy.
As you can see, we have our explosive beat on cooldown right now. Which means when he summons his bats right now, we don't have it ready. However, we would have Naga's potion. And this would be enough. Here, Naga's potion. Basically heals off to full health. And now he gets retaliate damage. And dead. Here is Caliga's key. Now, what weapon will we get? Obviously, we will get the greatsword right here. You also have the mace. This one. You have the shield right here, which looks pretty nice. And here is the greatsword. This is the one we want. Okay. Look at that greatsword. Caliga's greatsword. I think it looks nice, very simple. That's exactly how I want it. Okay. And we can finally replace this piece of wonderful greatsword. Yes, from 107 to 243 damage. A little bit of an increase, so we'll do the next run with the greatsword, I guess. However, this was our first run. This is just if you want a weapon, if you want a shield. I will probably do it again for the shield later, but for now we'll just do another run, but this time we'll do all the side bosses. All the mini bosses, you know? However, for now, we'll just complete all the quests to Dream to Die. Thank you. We have our Rotan egg.
Ion has led you here.
She has Dreams of the Dungeon
Hail to
and
Azphel.
Endless Nightmare. And this Endless Nightmare is a repeatable quest.
Be careful.
And this one, from Yukon Dream Fragment, is a very important one. Because here you get Kromedes' necklace selection box. Okay? We open this, and here you have either Kromedes' Tear or Kromedes' Flame. And the Kromedes' Tear is actually very, very good. It gives you 27 crit and 210 HP, which is really, really amazing. Use that. Now, Yukon, as soon as you equip it, he has another quest for you. It's called the Crying, and then whatever weapon you want to upgrade. If you use here, we can't use this.
Welcome, Deva.
Here, the Crying Warhammer, right? Just basically this weapon that I have. And to complete this, you need the Warhammer of the Judge and Kromedes' Tear. The Warhammer of the Judge is basically the weapon that drops from Kromede, from the Fire Temple, but only in blue, okay? And if you now sacrifice the necklace and this blue weapon, then you can make it into the golden weapon. As you can see, it's a lot stronger. It has much better bonuses, but honestly, I don't wanna take this quest right now. Simply because the necklace is really good for now. And as long as I don't have a replacement for it, I will just not do it. Just wanted to go a bit back here, because I didn't want to knock him down and then he adds another guard here. Okay. Now this run, for our armor, where we do all the side bosses, we have to go down here. In here are a couple of those talks. You can see they just damaged themselves. Okay. And here's our first mini boss, Hammam the Torturer. Come here. Bleeding. Overall, he doesn't do anything. You redirect attack. In this case, I just put him to sleep for a second. And as soon as he reaches like 20-25%, he will just vanish. Now, I don't know, you can get them out. I think this was a quest in the past, I'm not sure, to be honest. It doesn't seem to have any effect as of right now. Now, once you're in this room, you can simply skip almost everything in here, and we just go up here to the left. Okay, and right here, we move to the left. We killed those two mobs right here, the maid and the servant. Here will be our next boss. The first boss that we encountered was an assassin. And this boss right here, just Lady Anger, is a summoner, spirit master. I always call him summoner, I don't know. She basically summons a couple of bats in the middle of the fight. And she also casts fear. So, be prepared for that. Other than that, just go. So I'll just keep my explosive beat once again. As soon as she summons it, all are dead. Fear casting, you're feared. Just run away for a while and that's it. That's basically all she does. Doesn't do anything else. Again, fear casting.
When my husband learns of this, you shall perish.
Okay. However, we are here and we go up the stairs. There is our third and last mini boss. This here, Justice Taker Vir. Also moving one of them, the scribe is moving back and forth, but we can ignore her if we just move a bit forward here. Really fight on the edge here, so she doesn't add additionally to the boss mob. He makes himself invulnerable every now and then, which is kind of annoying, but nothing we can do about that. Because it is instant. As good as instant. It's more luck that you interrupt him than anything else. I can stun him. Or he stuns me. Someday he will die. Okay, we got it. As you can see, we now have all 4 enemies in here. We will have to fight all of them at the same time. However, none of them will be elite. They will be all normal mobs, just as these two right here, these Relic Guardians. As I said, it completely depends on luck. If you get a couple of armor pieces. Whilst the Kromede Kaliga's key for the weapons is, I think, a 100% drop. If you just do him and not any of the mini bosses. Okay, so we'll just move in. I will focus her, because she's annoying. They're just dropping like flies.
You still have a long way to go. Perhaps you should face a more appropriate problem. I who raised a real carnage pup, didn't I?
Okay, and that's the entire fight. In comparison, the Caliga Elite fight is a lot more lengthy. But yeah, here we got a chain pants. Oh, plate boots. Chain gauntlets. And ring. Okay. Nothing too special. However, the skins are pretty liked, I think. You can sell those or just use it for yourself if you want to. I will not keep running the Nightmare Dungeon. It is really only worth it if you want the weapon and if you want a couple of experience points. Here, the boots actually give 10% movement speed, which is very nice. We look a bit weird now because it's not one set, but whatever. That's basically all there is to the Nightmare Dungeon. There are no more quests or anything in here. This is just everything there is to it. You can keep running it if you want the armor pieces, if you want the skin from the armor. Maybe I'll put up showcase a picture of the different skins. But other than that, this dungeon is really useless. You only run it like 2 or 3 times at most, and then you will keep moving on to the campaign quests again. So I hope you liked it. I hope it helped you a little bit, and I guess see you in the next one. Till then, have a wonderful day. Bye.